Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dirt and Turf podcast. I am Cobra, and I'm joined by Cat and Tyler once again. It is once again wonderful to hear from you guys. Say hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, so we're already off to a fine week. After the podcast had come off, we had just heard the official report from the MLB that famous brave commissioner Rob Manfred found, in his humble wisdom, found famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani innocent of all charges. How about that?
We're all shocked.
And we're all shocked considering how far Rob Manfred has shoved up the Los Angeles Dodgers' ass that he knows what they had for breakfast last week. So we're not surprised about that.
I'm surprised he's not shoved up the Yankees' ass. That's my shock.
But to be also fair as well, famous brave commissioner Rob Manfred decided, hey, I'm gonna show I have some integrity. So there's some peons who committed a little bit of gambling on baseball. Let's throw the book at them. Not surprised at all. Rob Manfred, you're a sniveling coward. I will openly say that. Cat, Tyler, before I keep raging about how detrimental Rob Manfred has been to one of my favorite sports ever, do you want to chime in, please?
Well, I think we all saw this coming. They made this ruling. I forget the guy's name now. They made this ruling on this guy who essentially is a nobody. I forget his name. Okay?
I got
I'm looking at you got it, Tyler?
Takupi Marcano. He really was literally.
He was as I have said in the football podcasts that we do in the hard count, a plumber or a Make-A-Wish kid, in the MLB. He wasn't really a star. He wasn't really wasn't a name. He wasn't a name. He wasn't
right. He wasn't like a face for his team or anything like that. But I seem to remember
he had a 100 average.
Yeah, a 100 average on the Pirates.
I seem to remember.
Oh, he was a Padre. I thought he was a pirate.
Was he a pirate? I seem to remember pirate also, but I know he was
lifetime bad was a Padre
this season. But not only was his batting average bad, but his bets were bad. He only won 4% of his bets. Meanwhile, we have Shohei Ohtani over here with millions of dollars being paid to a bookie. Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. 15 million blown. Okay, 15 million blown. Blown faster than you could say leaf blower. Blown faster than you could say you paid for it in the Vegas Strip.
I don't think
I go on
$15 million in my life. Here, this guy is wasting it like it's, I don't know, water.
I would love to be able to blow through $15 million like it's nothing. That would be amazing. But unfortunately, I don't have that type of scratch. None of us here do. No. We're regular blue collar people just trying to make do and make by.
For sure.
Speaking of blue collar, Cat, can you tell us about the O's?
Well,
falling off a little
bit. They split the series with, I was going to say Toronto, and that's not right. And I don't even have my laptop open right now to correct myself.
Actually, hold on. Get my laptop open real quick. I'm downstairs.
I have a feeling, Kat, you gave them the kiss of death when you said this is the time when the Orioles can kind of coast. And instead of coasting,
but they Somebody said last time that I was on that the Orioles, are a July team, but really I found that if right before the
The
All-Star
All-Star
break
break.
we're doing terribly, we kind of crash and burn after the All-Star break. So,
And you don't need to do that. You don't need to imitate the Royals last year,
right? No, we
especially
don't.
with the
We can have our own.
with the talent you have,
Oh
and you
my
have
gosh,
great
I know.
talent.
We potentially have Rookie of the Year for the next 3 years
Yes,
with
100%
with our
easily.
farm system in place. Potentially more than 3 years, if
Yep.
I'm honest.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of talent in the pipeline.
And I could sorry to interrupt this, but I could definitely tell you, Kat, in about another 5 years when they about another 4 or 5 years when they hit arbitration, you can definitely tell that the big league clubs like the Yankees and the Padres and the
Oh yeah,
Giants
they're gonna
licking
cash in
they
on
are
our
licking their lips.
yeah.
They
They're gonna
are
cash
licking
in
their
on our
lips.
hard work. I mean, but
Yep.
that's happened for. I'll be 40 in September. That's happened the last 40 years of my life. That the
Well,
Yankees have capitalized on the Orioles' hard work.
that's unfortunately the plight of small market clubs. I mean, that's the unfortunate plight. Tyler, you want to give a quick look at the Yankees because basically they've surged into, and he left, and he's back. Tyler, again, do you want to talk about the Yankees?
Oh, absolutely. They're on fire right now. They just swept the Twins.
And a little bit more because we're going to segue that into our next segment.
Aaron Judge and Juan Soto have been on a historic tear. Everybody says that Judge or Soto could break the American League home run record that Judge set 2 years ago.
Nice. So now we are going to get away from that segment, talking about our our visitors, Kat and Tyler's favorite team, and we're going to talk about the MLB standings, brought to you by Duke Cannon.
Let me lead off on that one. Speaking of the Yankees, they actually just eclipsed the Philadelphia Phillies by 1 game. And now the Yankees
Tyler is just about to get into that. Let me read off the commercial, man.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Duke Cannon has proudly been sponsoring us for a bit, and I've been using Duke Cannon for over 3 years now. But they have something to celebrate Father's Day with Dad's Liquor Cabinet bundle. At $79 on the site. It has Buffalo Trace, the big ass brick of soap, the thick body wash, the solid cologne, the beard wash, the beard balm, beard wash, and beard oil. All with the great smell of Buffalo Trace bourbon. And a reminder, Duke Cannon has a deal where you spend $50, it's free shipping. So use the affiliate link wherever you get our podcasts down below. Because guess what? Please support the channel. We love you guys. All right. Now we'll get into the standings. And as Tyler was saying, the Yankees are the top team in baseball.
Fuck! I mean, 45-19.
Favorites. I think the Yankees are the East Coast favorites.
Yeah.
8-2 in the last 10 games.
The Yankees are the Yankees. Fuck.
We're back, baby.
Yeah, why couldn't they do what they did last year and be like a raw chicken parm?
We were injured last year. That was one of our issues.
Yeah, please.
It would just be fantastic.
Before we move on, just a reminder, they're doing this without their ace. Just remember that.
Garrett Cole was a waste of money. Let's call a spade a spade.
I can't stand them. I cannot stand them.
Can we say overrated?
I'm with you. He's overrated. He's overrated with the Pirates. He's overrated with the Trastros. So the Orioles.
Now the Stankies.
Yep. The Orioles have dropped a little bit. They
have.
Whereas the Yankees are 8-2 in the last 10, the Orioles are 6-4 in the last 10 and have dipped a little bit. they needed to keep pace with the Yankees or at least exceed. And, well, they're now 4.5 games back. In the middle, right behind them, 12.5 games back, is the Boston Red Sox. And this is kind of right where they belong. They should have kept Mookie Betts. I will not.
Woulda,
Yep, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but whatever. And batting and at 500, we have the Tampa Bay Rays.
I'm amazed that they're at 500.
Yep, the 13 games back, 6 of the last 10, not bad. And the Blue Jays surging a little bit. Their last 10, 7 of the last 10, I should say. Only 14 games back, but they are 30 and 32.
Wow.
No.
So they've gotten over their the hopes and dreams of a Toronto Maple last Stanley Cup. So they got over that little hangover. They got over their Seagram's doused poutine. So
all right. I'll start off for the Central. We got the Cleveland Guardians at 40-21 with 656 winning percentage.
Yep.
They lost. They're on a 1-game losing streak, but they're 6-4 in their last 10 games.
Yes, the Royals have started to kind of dip a little bit. They're now 4 games back. They've only won 3 of their last 10. This is worrying. This is worrying. We have the Twins, 7.5 games back. They're kind of in their last 10, 5-5, so not bad. Also with the Rays, the Tigers are at 500. 9.5 games back, and everyone.
No shot.
Let's all point and laugh at the White Sox.
You guys see that?
They really thought they had it this year.
Yeah.
0-10
10 in the last 10. How? 15-48 record, 238, 26 games back. There's no hope. There is no hope.
I think that's the worst record I remember.
Yep.
In my life.
All I gotta say is rev up them tanks and hope you get a good pick in the draft lottery. That is all I gotta say. And actually,
there's no way they're winning.
Wait. Yeah, no. I forgot. They actually get like the 8th overall pick. I think it's the 8th overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Yeah, they're bad. Oh, they're bad.
Then we have the West with the Mariners.
Yep. Surprisingly, not imitating the popular game show Kicked in the Nuts. With their fan base. So that's a surprise. 8 of the last 10 winning, and hey, they're was respectable with a 36-28 record.
And then you got the Texas Rangers, which are 30-32. I mean, they're a little under 500, but they're still hanging in there. They're 6 of the last 10.
They could.
Rangers. They work hard, and I only forget that they're a baseball team like 3 times a year.
The Rangers shared the World Series championship. Remember that.
Yes, and also they still have a chance to sneak into a wild card spot. They still have a chance.
They certainly do.
They're only going to get better because their best players are coming back from injury. Jacob DeGrom's coming back here in the next few weeks.
Yes. And speaking of Texas, we had the Houston Trastros. They were surging last week. This week, Jose Altuve needs to use that buzzer or something like that because they can't hit worth a damn. 7.5 games back of the leader. 4-6 in the last 10. And surprisingly,
the Athletics aren't the worst team in baseball.
Well, of course they're not, but unfortunately they're starting to dip. 25-39, 11 games back, and only won 3 of the last 10. And, who would have thought, if you were a betting man, like famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani, if you're a betting man and said that the Los Angeles Angels of California Anaheim were going to be last placed in the West, in the American League West,
I'd have laughed at you.
yeah, you would have, but they are last. They're also 11 games back, only won 4 of their last 10, but they have a worse record than the Oakland Athletics.
Wow,
That's
crazy.
gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Artie Moreno, sell the team. That's all that I will keep saying that, because
sometimes you got to wonder if the managers are just not giving a shit because they want the owner to sell the team.
yeah, because I want to say Artie Moreno has spent in the last ever since he has bought the team, he has spent, I want to say, $2 billion with me on talent.
$2 billion
That's
on
it.
talent.
Record.
On
That's
talent.
it.
And has only made the playoffs, what, once?
I mean, that shows you, like, it's not just about the money that you pay your players, you pay your players. It's about, like, the talent that you have. Yeah. It's about the people you have developing that talent.
And the amount of fucks that talent gives.
Right. Like, if your talent just throws their hands up in the air and they want to, not play baseball.
They haven't made the playoffs since 2010.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so moving conferences. We are getting away from the AL to the National League, the NL.
The second best team in the league, Philadelphia Phillies, are 44-19, 698 win percentage.
That's no surprise to me. That's no surprise to me. That the Phillies are still at this peak. They still have Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto. They're doing well. The Braves, the Braves, I haven't checked their injury report, but they're keeping pace. They're still second. They are 7.5 games back behind the Phillies, but they're still
kind of proving the whole, like, you have to have depth in your lineup.
Yep. They're proving they have depth, and they are also proving that they are still a number one wild card spot. They have the number one wild card spot for now. And tied for third place in that division, the Nationals and Lowell Mets, reigning supreme once again.
Ooh.
And like I said, interestingly enough, I mean, we're getting close to our favorite holiday of of baseball, and that is Baya Bonilla Day. So just wanted to give that heads up. It's coming.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Let's keep laughing at Baya Bonilla Day. And finally, rounding out the NL East, the
laughable Marlins. Let's remember, guys, Miami was a playoff team a couple of years ago.
I know, like, they're poor fans.
I've said that 3 different.
I've
said, Tyler, I've said that 3 different times in this podcast. In almost 3 weeks. So again, that's why I didn't say it, because the people already know. All right, so now to the Central. Now to the Central, and the Milwaukee Brewers. I don't remember if there was a fight last week. There should have been, because I am mad. There should have been a fight. It's the Brewers. I love a brouhaha, especially from the Brewers. This is MLB's Fight Club. If they make the World Series,
there's going to be a fight at the World Series.
And I will love that. I will love that. The Cubs are now behind. They're 5.5 games back. I think they've improved, but I don't remember.
Yep. They have improved.
And interestingly enough,
the Reds
have moved into third spot.
They're 7 for the last 10, so they're on fire.
Wow.
Yep. The Cardinals have dipped. They've lost.
You can get your beer and go back to your cage.
Hold up. Hold up. Yenzer, do you want to talk about it? No! No, I don't want to talk about it. We were supposed to beat them damn Bluebirds. The Steelers were supposed to go to Super... It's the Pirates, not the Steelers. But the Steelers are supposed to go to Super Bowl. It's manifest destiny every god-forsaken year. Steelers not to Super... Yeah. Yenzer, do you want your Iron City beer? Yes, I want my beer. Here's your beer with your nipple on it. Here you go. Thank you, Officer Cobra. Now I'm gonna drive off with my IROC Camaro. Bye, Yenzer. Yeah, he's looking forward to Steeler football. Forgive him. Poor Yenzer. He was hoping that the Pirates would surge, and now they've proven to be the Pirates. I mean, the Pirates aren't. To be fair, the Pirates aren't as bad. They're just I think they're the worst placed team.
They're like a midfield team, like a mid class team.
Yeah,
not great, but not terrible.
Yeah, they're mid. They're mid. And now to the West.
Now soccer here, the Dodgers are leading the West, 39-25.
Yep,
609 were presided in 6-4 in their last
Yankees of the West.
Yep,
Yankees of the West.
Especially with famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani. Yep,
I thought you were going to say
famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani.
I thought you were going to say famous Jameis for a second.
Nope, famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani. And eight games back, the Padres. No surprise here that the Padres are, snipping at the heels of the Dodgers. They always say it. We want the Dodgers, but they never deliver. They always choke because that's what they do.
Then the runner-up in the World Series, Arizona Diamondbacks, are only half a game back behind the Padres, 8.5 behind the Dodgers. They're 5-5 in their last 10, but they're sneaking up there.
Yeah, and they've improved.
Mm-hmm.
And
they went from 5th or 4th to 3rd.
Yep, they've improved, and they're slowly improving. And the Giants have lost 3 of their last 10. That's what allowed the Diamondbacks to slip right into their spot. They're tied with them technically, but at the same time, the Diamondbacks are carrying momentum. And finally, to round out the NL West is Colorado Rockies. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's no surprise, with how bad the Rockies organization is.
Do the Rockies have a fan base?
They do, but after this weekend, they might lose the last bit of their fans for the season.
Well, maybe we could just have a moment of silence.
I think at this point, Coors Field looks like 2020 COVID.
Yep, I will definitely say this. For the Colorado Rockies fans, I will burn my marijuana effigy to you. Smoke weed.
I'm sorry, Rockies fans, that your organization is crap. At least you guys aren't the Chicago White Sox.
At least.
That's everybody's mantra in Major League Baseball right now.
You could be worse. You could be the South Side of Chicago and be the worst team in baseball. I mean, you guys are down there, but you guys are at least not the worst team. Give yourselves a pat on the back for that.
Yes.
You guys are getting the achievement of the participation trophy just for being there.
Somebody has to get the participation trophy. Somebody has to get it. And what better team than the Colorado Rockies? Is that our last team then? The Rockies?
Yep. Oh, Cobra.
All right. Yes, that was our last team. So I think we're.
And they are actually the worst team in baseball, aren't they?
The Rockies? No, the White Sox are.
Oh, the White Sox.
Yep. So now we're going to get into our standings. And our standings are brought to you by Fanatics. As much Fanatics have gotten a bad rap, app. They do sponsor us. But Father's Day is coming, so use the code HEAT, 25% off site-wide. Grab a hat, grab a jersey. Hopefully it's not see-through so you can actually use it. And also, the Stanley Cup Finals are upon us. Support either the Panthers or the not the Stars. Support the Panthers or the Oilers with Connor McJesus. So every Canadian is happy that the Oilers are in the Stanley Cup. Well, not Calgary and every other member of Canada. So now,
maybe not everybody.
All right. So, Kat, Tyler, you know the rules. Pick 3 games you're watching this weekend. And this time, I'm going to start with Tyler and then Kat. And then me.
Honestly, there's actually a couple good matchups, actually. I personally am going to go with the Giants and the Rangers.
Nice.
Mariners, Royals, and the Yankees and Dodgers.
And I'll stop you for a minute right there, Tyler, because the Mariners are currently plowing the Royals 8-0, middle of the 4th.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, Kat, pick 3.
Gosh, I always gotta go with my Orioles because Tampa Bay is hosting us.
6-3. By the way, 6-3 Orioles into the 8th.
Top 9.
Tampa Bay usually has our number. They have for I don't even know how many years at this point. But my dad would always curse when we were playing Tampa Bay.
There was once upon a time where everyone thought that the Orioles, Toronto Blue Jays, and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays were actually going to contract and join as one team.
I remember that. Yeah.
That was.
Thankfully, that was just. Yeah, no, that was just a horrible, horrible rumor. I'm a fan of the just the way that it looks, having the Cubs with Cincinnati Reds. You got
the Reds are currently winning 3-1. Top of the 9th.
Wow.
So that game is about to be over.
Well, but they're playing again tomorrow. So
correct.
And then Sunday, actually, I'm going to go with the Nationals playing the
Braves.
The Braves. Thank you.
Yep.
I was going to say the Atlanta, and then I was like, the Atlanta who?
Yep.
It's been a long week, guys.
Yeah, wow. Actually, it's a pitching duel in Yankee Stadium right now.
Oh, I love pitching duels.
And now, here are my games of the weekend.
So let's hear it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I am going with the Brewers versus the Tigers. And the Brewers actually won today 10-0.
Whew. You think the Detroit Tigers will be more likely to battle the Brewers since they live in Detroit?
Doubt. But I will also say this. I am also looking at Rockies Cardinals because, like Kat, I am a person who enjoys a good slaughter. And the Cardinal with Noah Arenado battling his former team, that's always fun.
Oh, yes.
And because it's a very good divisional duel, Diamondbacks and Padres.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Diamondbacks and Padres will definitely be a good one. Yeah. And an honorable mention will be the Phillies versus the Mets. Because we all know that Lowell Mets love to reign supreme across the land and delivering the laughs.
Yeah. Poor Buck Showalter. He really, I think, is a good manager.
He is a good manager. Buck Showalter is a good manager. He's going into the Hall of Fame.
He is.
Showalter's not the manager of the Mets anymore.
Right. But anywho, that is it for the Dirt and Turf podcast. We'd like to thank our affiliate. We would like to thank our affiliates, Duke Cannon and Fanatics. Once again, We got Dr. Squatch. We have Sleaze. W Energy. Wage war on big energy. And don't forget to try the starter pack. Don't forget to try the starter sample pack. Fubo TV. Stream live TV of over 200 channels and your favorite sports. Bulletproof coffee. And, of course, Century PC. Monitor, filter, control. And once again, that is all we have time for today. I'm Cobra, joined by Cat and Tylor once again. Grab seeds, grab your gum. Let's play ball, everyone.
Good night.